Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing like a transfer proof makeup tutorial slash look. This is the look that I'll be doing. This is going to be like a pretty much elaborate with a little bit more products than I usually use in my tutorial. It will be appropriate for summer slash monsoon, whatever. This video also turned out to be pretty chatty one and a little bit of a rant unintentionally. Let's get on with the video. So first, I have already used a moisturizer and a sunscreen. Do not skip sunscreen at all. So let's start with primer first. So this is going to be like a pretty long, not long, elaborate process than how my tutorials usually look. Okay, I have this new primer from Mars, so I'm gonna like try it out, which I feel like it's going to be very apt for this look, for this particular video. So this is the Mars Glow O'Clock Primer. This is the Mars It's Glow O'Clock Primer with green tea extract. So this is like a primer which is very famous, which is pretty famous. Other product ही नहीं है. Gripping primer, something a little bit tacky, so that the foundation sticks and like stays on to your face. So this is really good for that. How the texture looks like, it is like a gel, has like a mild, like refreshing kind of a fragrance. So I'm just gonna put that all over my face and let's see how it works. This is the first time using this primer. It is very hydrating for sure. It feels very hydrating, and it is kind of tacky for sure. This is not dewy, it's more so hydrating, and it does feel tacky. So it's a very different sort of primer. I don't think I have anything like this. I'm gonna move on to foundation. So I have a trick. That I want to share with you. I'm going to be mixing these two foundations today. This is the Insight HD foundation, and the other one is the Faces Canada Weightless foundation. You've seen me use both of these. So first I'm going to take both the foundations on the back of my hand. You can take how much ever you prefer, and the two shades are completely different. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, this is a trick. If you don't have like a transfer proof or a waterproof foundation, what you can do is you can do this to any foundation. You take a setting mist and then mix in with your foundation. So this is like a, I think, TikTok hack or something. And it actually works. Apply it on my face. Grabbing a beauty blender. You can use a brush as well, but I'm going to use a beauty blender and blend this out. Now I'm going to be using a concealer. So I'm going to be using the Insight HD concealer. The shade is, I don't know, shade. There's no shade mentioned. All the shade and everything that I'm using will be in the description. So this is the concealer that I'll be using today. This is the Insight HD concealer. This is a full coverage concealer, so I thought it would be very appropriate for this look. I'm just gonna take a little anywhere else that I wanna conceal. My concealer brush, which is the Pack 219 brush, and I'm just gonna blend this in. I'm gonna take that on my eyelids as well, because we will be doing an eyeshadow today after a really long time, and I have like a new eyeshadow palette, which I feel like I've completely withdrawn myself into. Like, I feel like I haven't used an eyeshadow palette in months. I just have eyeshadow palettes lying around, but I've never like gotten down and used it. So we are gonna be using an eyeshadow palette. This is how the concealer is. Pretty full coverage. Love it. Okay, so I don't usually do this step, if you know me, but for this look I think it's pretty important to set everything with a powder. So I'm gonna be using this Color Bar powder foundation. I think that's what it's called. 24 hours wear weightless powder foundation, and the shade is PF4. This is definitely like a lighter shade for me. My powder brush, and set my concealer. First things first, you're gonna set the concealer in place, and it has a bit of coverage, so you can just use this on its own on your entire face also, because it does have some coverage. It is pretty mattifying as well. It's mattifying, but it's not powdery looking. Apply this on the areas where you get oily, like on your forehead, nose, wherever. But I'm not going to take a lot of it. You can even use a loose powder like this. This Fit Me one is also really good. Use the compact today because I never do, so for a change I use that. Otherwise I prefer loose powders. For brows, I'm really liking this pencil from Sugar. This is the Arch Rival Brow Definer in 02. It has a very nice spoolie. So I'm just gonna take that and only fill in this area which has a little bit of a not very pigmented, which is something I like. So I'll just do that, and that is it. Do not forget to like brush it all out once you've used your eyebrow product. Like, should have said this with a brow gel, but forget it, we're not going anywhere. This is the palette that I'm using. So as I said, I've been completely out of using eyeshadow palettes. I think on camera and off camera I have not been using eyeshadows. Even if I use something, even if I want some color on my lids, I will use a bronzer or a blush or anything like that. But eyeshadow palettes, I don't know, just not excite me. And anything new products that come up actually has stopped exciting me. Like before, I used to be, I think just a few months ago, I used to be so excited when anything ever came up. I just feel like it's a little too overwhelming. This is the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, and this is how it looks like. This is in the variant Velvet Rose. This has been there for quite a while, but I never got a chance to use it. I love the colors. I think this is the one palette that I really had my eyes on. So let's see what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. This video is turning into like a chit chat rant session almost, which I didn't want to do, but it is what it is. Use all of the neutral colors and stick to neutrals and just do whatever it takes. And I'm taking a neutral shade and putting it all over my lids. So that is what I was saying. It's taking a lot out of me. I feel like I'm running out of content ideas for sure. Like long form content is something that is no longer appreciated. I mean, there is at least I will forever can watch long form content on YouTube. Shorts, yes, here and there, but if you get a lot of views on your shorts, reels, whatever, I feel like it's just short-lived. But long form content is something that it feels a little bit personal, and you feel more connected. That's just how I feel. And yeah, it just breaks my heart that shorts and all are being pushed more than long form content. I am gonna be using like a darker shade on my lower lash line. Should I use a shimmer shade? Well, I'm gonna swatch a few shades for you. You can see this is the pigmentation. Literally no about. I feel like even to film this video, it took a lot out of me to even sit down to film this video. I feel like, but the thing is, once I sit down and I just start putting everything, like my makeup and everything, it starts to feel good. So that is something that keeps me going, and I feel like keeps me going, and which is the reason why I actually have the will to do it. I took the same darker shade and just extended it a little bit so that it looks nice. I don't know, I don't know what to grade. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think this is all I'm gonna do. Now we're going to move on to mascara. New launches on Maybelline, which I'm excited. I feel after a really long time, I am excited about something. So Nykaa Pe, they have launched Maybelline a new lip gloss, which I'm so excited. I'm just waiting for the hot pink sale, to be honest, which starts on 25th. Next step is mascara. So always use like a waterproof mascara. That's very obvious. And I am just going to coat my lashes with it. Talking about skincare, we talk much about makeup, but skincare, I feel like Indian brands are killing it with skincare. However, compared to makeup, when you compare with makeup, I feel like skincare brands, Indian skincare brands, are killing it. They have such amazing launches that India had never before. That is something I look forward to more than makeup. It's like the same old thing they're launching. Every other brand is launching a new eyeshadow palette, like a new liquid lipstick. We want something new. I feel like it's high time that we want something new, like a gloss stain, or like a nice cream blush or something like that. Like just something different. I've also seen so many people talk about it, like how short form content is being pushed, and one day long form content is something that people are not going to watch anymore, and that is like just, I don't know. I feel like I am so much of a YouTube person. Even though I started with Instagram, I just feel myself when I am on YouTube. बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. I think I'm gonna do my mascara and I will be back. I'm gonna use a bronzer. Told you this is gonna be like a heavy duty makeup tutorial. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade what? Shady Beaches. This is how it looks like. I'm gonna take very little of this because it is pretty pigmented, and you can see it's pretty pigmented. I like the tone of this. It's pretty like a warm bronzer, but it's pigmented, so I don't use it a lot. Yeah, life's just been like that in every aspect. I love the color of this bronzer, man. Now that we're done with bronzer, we're gonna move to blush, which is my favorite part. Blush, I'm gonna be using this one from Wet n Wild, and also the cheek tint from Cuffs and Lashes. This is the Cuffs and Lashes cheek tint in the shade Kulhar. No, not Kulhar. What is the name? What is the shade? Lactose free. Sorry, lactose free. Take some, and I'm going to use my fingers only to blend it. Very pretty blush, like a very pretty shade, and it's in the shade Mellow Wine. This blush is not the most pigmented. Weird places I like to apply my blush on. I'm not going to be using a highlighter. If that is your thing, you can go ahead and use it, but I think that is it. I am just gonna use, oh, I also thought I'd use an eyeliner. I took out an eyeliner thinking I'd do a wing liner today, but now it's too late, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm taking my lip liner. This is the Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Chestnut. I'm just gonna line my lips, and then we'll figure out a lipstick that we have to use. Don't really like this setting spray, but in order to finish it, I'm gonna use this. Very important, very important if you wanna make your makeup long lasting, transfer proof, all of that. But if it's for everyday, not important. I used this lipstick from Lakme Forever Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Nude Latte because that is all I could find, and that is it. This is the completed look. I'm just gonna try to blot it with a tissue paper and show you. this. There you go. If you follow this makeup routine, your makeup is not going to transfer onto your clothes, masks if you're wearing them. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched till here, if you listened to what I had to say, if you got bored, then I'm sorry. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. This is the look. This is we come to the end of the video. Everything that I've used will be in the description box below. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.